wacky to backy.
I hated almost every single costume tonight. I hated the costumes.
And I said that they were gonna make Icon Night fucking hokey, and I feel like they did that. Like, dance to the song and honor him that way. Like, why are you? I don't know. I didn't really like the outfits.
Yeah, it was really strange. And then at the beginning, Tyra walks down and they had a wind machine. And
her
like, hair was blowing
in the wind, but it was kind of blowing this way.
Clapping. And
it was too much.
It was just too much. The sound person, the person who was writing sound, let us help you, like, do a better job. Now, I don't know anything about sound. I don't know how to make sound, but I mean, how to like run the sound, but like
no, it's like
whoever's doing the
so
job,
overbearing, and then you can't even hear anybody speaking.
You can't hear anybody speaking. It's been a consistent problem.
This whole entire show
on Dancing with the Stars, but on ABC.
You think so?
Yeah, sometimes Good Morning America, like, sometimes the sound is like a little wacky to backy.
Who are these sound people, man?
The debates, the sound was wacky.
That's true.
So, I don't know, maybe just ABC's sound person has
they
got
just
to be
have
fired.
one person in charge of the crew.
The one fucking person
that does all of the sound.
But the sound people,
no,
like, it has
the
to
team
go.
itself
Somebody's
seems like it's not
doing
working.
Their job.
Exactly.
Just somebody's not
There's a
doing
lazy
their job.
person in the group.
So anyway, our first people who we met are Justina and Sasha. They did a rumba to Madonna. The first problem with this dance
she
is
was
that
wearing pants and it looked weird. It really ruined the flow of the dance, I thought.
Yeah, and I didn't feel like I was watching like a Madonna concert. Like,
exactly.
Like,
it would have been
different.
different.
She's eccentric, and I felt like it was just like
she was just like
so like
hey.
technical
and Madonna
like,
was
Roomba-y. I don't know. I had a big problem tonight with icons because I felt like the dances never matched the person that they were portraying, or the band they were portraying, or whatever.
Exactly.
Like even Toxic. Well, we'll get to that, but yeah. So the first dance, it was
technically it was good. She did do a good job technically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
there was like an old person vibe to it.
There was an old person vibe to it.
Yeah.
But the camera angles were really weird to the point where I was like, I don't think she's fucking up, but it looks like they're not in time together. And I'm almost positive it's because of the camera angles, but
I have that written down for almost every single person is camera angles.
Like weird. Like who is doing this? It's never the camera angles.
It's distracting for viewers when there's constantly an angle change or a camera change that doesn't like mesh well with the dance moves. Or like blend well with us to see the whole entire dance. It makes it feel choppy.
Yeah, somebody's not, because they've never had this issue. I've always loved the camera angles on Dancing with the Stars, and this season is like whack.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. So anyway, it felt very methodical. Everything was placed nice.
We gave it all 8s, and the judges gave 8s. Nelly did a jazz dance to Tupac.
Okay, Danielle was doing the most.
She was getting it, and he was just like,
and he was just so chill. And
he
my
was
friend
just chill and
Natalie,
laid back.
Natalie, she's always saying that Danielle's doing the most.
Yeah,
and I never really like quite agreed with it, but I agreed with it tonight. Like she was like dancing so hard, and I was like,
you gotta match those energies.
You gotta match the energies.
You
like
have
she was
to
going
match,
hard.
Yeah,
and Nelly was just like, groove it, and I was like, you guys gotta find a happy medium because
seriously. it was
not
off.
good.
It was distracting.
It was off.
It was distracting, but it was still fun. I love watching him.
Steps.
He did miss some steps, but once again, who knows with the camera angles? No, he actually missed some steps. I saw
he missed some steps. Clearly.
I gave it 7s because I wasn't sure how they were judging.
Too. I didn't know if they were going to be mean or nice or whatever. Right. And I did compare it to Justina's.
I did
who had gotten all 8s.
So I gave it a 7.
So I gave it 7.
All 8s.
Yeah, he got all 8s. So.
But yay.
AJ and Cheryl, they did a Viennese waltz to Queen. I hated the whole actual Queen impersonation.
Yeah.
Like, in the beginning, I felt like it was just like unnecessary. It was completely unnecessary.
I didn't like the whole like
step a little bit too.
Yeah, it did.
So once again, I don't know if they were actually messing up or maybe it was just weird camera angles, but it looked like he messed up.
Exactly. It looked like he was like falling behind.
Yeah, his arms were dropping off, like, and he's never really had this issue, but it was almost like he was losing energy and his arms were falling off, like, on the turns at the end instead of staying nice and straight.
He went home.
And he got voted off. He was in the bottom 2.
He was in our top 3. I really thought I did not think he was going home.
No, I didn't think he was going home either. So yeah,
we were I didn't think he was going home.
That was a little surprising to me, but
he was in our top 3. But you know what? This is what I'm sad about. I'm not mad. I'm not sad that he went home. I'm sad that he went home on that dance because I don't feel like that dance did him justice.
Yeah. And he actually was a pretty good dancer.
And I hate, no matter if I don't like you as a dancer or whatever, I don't want you to go home on a bad dance. That doesn't feel right. You want to go home when you know that you gave it all you can.
Yeah, and you really nailed it.
Exactly. For your personal journey, as Carrie Ann would say.
Yeah. Yeah, like Bruno said, he had airplane arms. His arms feel very airplane.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
We gave him 7s, and he got a 7.88.
Yeah.
So.
Next was Caitlin and
I
Artem.
love the short. They did a little short.
Oh yeah, I did really, really like all the little shorts they did.
And
I wish they needed more
time with it instead of Tyra talking, because once again, especially tonight, her questions were just way stupid, fucking off base and weird.
Yeah, and it just felt like Tyra talked a lot tonight, and Tyra had a lot of filler moments when I feel like it could have easily just been filled with actually interesting things.
And like I was telling Stevie, they do a whole bunch of stuff on Instagram every single day. It's almost overwhelming to see my Instagram page because
they're promoting so much.
And they're promoting so much, and it's some of that content would be fun for viewers to watch. So make a package out of that instead of having this awkward
it's not where she's trying to just filling space.
That's
so
obviously
awkwardly.
not her forte.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I liked the choreo. I felt like it was a solid mock routine. I feel like
Caitlin,
we were checking it in. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. You do this. Yeah, that's the right move. And go. I didn't feel like she was truly performing.
Yeah.
And
I felt good.
There just wasn't any passion.
Yeah.
Now the judges loved it.
The judges loved it.
I thought it was just I thought it was
once again, to me, the dance looked exactly like I thought it was going to look. She didn't give me anything new. And it sucks because technique-wise, she's good.
Yeah.
Technique is there, but there's just that little spark that I'm missing. Maybe other viewers aren't.
Yeah.
But for me, as a consumer of, these dances,
I just feel like she's marked every single dance.
Exactly.
That's what it is I feel like she's marking every single dance.
That's exactly what I handled.
And she's never punched it. So whatever. She got all 10s. I gave it 9s.
I said 9s, 10s.
Johnny and Brent.
He was in the bottom 2.
He was in the bottom 2.
We did predict him to be in the bottom 2.
Yeah, I didn't. So, yeah, we did predict him to be in the bottom 2, not AJ. Amy Winehouse. He did a quick step. The quick step I actually didn't really mind.
Right.
But why was he Amy? Why did he have to be Amy?
Yeah, I just felt like I don't know.
I don't know. I really, really hated that.
I hated that every single couple had to almost kind of try to dress up like their icon. I wish it was just they're doing their song, they're paying them a tribute to it. I don't think everything has to be so on the fucking nose.
That's the problem with this
everything
season.
Everything is on the nose because Tyra
nose.
is on the nose person.
Mm-hmm.
And she's fucking over here calling shots.
Yeah. So
we want more artistic stuff. At least that's what I want.
I feel like there's no creativity. There's none of that essence.
Yeah.
That you usually get from Dancing with the Stars show, from the sets and the costumes and the song choices and the choreography they put in and the relationships between, and I just feel like it's falling really short this season.
Mm-hmm.
And I personally think it has something to do with the producers and how the show has turned. And let me tell you, it really hasn't turned for the better. So I think maybe they should focus on getting more back to their roots.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch Dancing with the Stars forever. It's my favorite show, no matter how much I shit on it.
Agreed.
But
we just know we're Carrie Ann's in this situation because we know that they can do better. So come on, Dancing with the Stars, do better. Us, your number 1 fans.
Jesus,
we're so lame.
I know.
Okay, I love it.
So,
and that was another thing too. Is Brittany's skirt along with the weird camera angles, it was making her legs look slow. So, like, I thought the costume was a bad decision, too. That's just my thoughts. But I gave him 9s, and he got straight 10s. But
and I just
he
really
did
think
do better. This is
maybe
one of his
we're
better
not
dances.
getting that, like that next, like, oh my god, this dance is amazing, because the live audience,
exactly.
you know, usually there's a live audience, and now it's, like, face clapping, and it is different, so
there's not, like, that vibe.
So it could be that, but at the end of the day, you should be able to perform for a camera and for live audience.
Totally.
So, you know.
Sky did
a paso to Janet Jackson.
I just put no. I mean, you all know that I'm not the biggest fan.
Yeah, she has no
the
follow
floor spin.
through.
I will say the floor spin was cool.
The floor spin was cool.
When she like hit it and it was from like that top camera angle. Like she did really well on that. But I would say that was the first time that I was ever like, okay, damn, go girl. But that should have happened in the second week if she's made it this far.
Week.
Or third week if she's made it this far.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I just feel like she doesn't spot. Like, there's just like this deer in the headlights. Like, when she's turning, she's not spotting her head.
It looks like she's confused.
So it's like she goes into these spins and she looks really confused. And when she
no energy and dead
throws her arms, she never throws them all the way. She like stops them and then falls.
Exactly.
And then stops them and then falls instead of like having a follow through.
Yeah, she has no flow.
Which is like, I feel like it's harder to like stop and then follow through.
But once again, like we said, it's because she doesn't know her body.
Yeah, she's young. She
young.
doesn't understand her body.
I wish I could see her do this show when she was like 30.
Yeah, I think she really grown into herself by then.
Exactly, and then I think she
like appreciate.
I think she could do it. I just think right now, I don't think she's at the point where she can win in my eyes.
And we have to talk about one other thing too, is the package. They did Sky's package, and then they went to a commercial. They've never done that before.
That was so weird.
That was really strange.
The timing of the show this season is wild.
So I gave Sky Allen a 9.
Though. The commercials are fun. Well, like the Dancing with the Stars commercials, like they did the perfume one. I thought that was cute and funny.
Yeah, it was really cute. Oh, and then Tyra made like a really weird comment that said, "You were nasty on the floor." Oh yeah,
she was like, "You were nasty on the floor," and Stevie and I both looked at each other and we were like,
"Ew."
Like, what is that? Do people say that?
No, I don't think so. Do people say that?
You're nasty? That's not a compliment to me.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Oh, God.
I don't know. I didn't like it. I felt like it was a really weird...
I thought it was an off-put thing to say from a host.
Especially to... Yeah. It just...
I don't know. It was weird.
Anyway, Neve, this sucked because he's obviously my favorite contestant.
Yeah.
I think he's the best dancer.
I agree.
You know, character-wise, technique-wise.
But this wasn't his best dance.
But I didn't really love this dance.
It wasn't as fun for me to watch as other dances of his has been.
Yeah. His feet were a little lazy tonight, but they've never been lazy before.
So maybe it was just the jive because there was so much content. There was a lot.
Exactly. And I hope you can do a Broadway show. I think that I personally would love to see a Broadway show.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy that, you know, he's turned Catfish. That was like when he got catfished, you know, a negative experience into something like extremely positive on many different levels.
Exactly.
So good for him. I think that he can manifest anything. He's obviously proven that.
Yeah.
And I think he's fun. He has energy.
I mean, I definitely think he's going to be in...
top 3.
I guess next week is the semifinals, which makes no goddamn sense to me. But
there's still 6 couples left. How are they at the semifinals?
Because
unless there's a double elimination next week,
right? That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't like it.
I don't know.
I wish in the finals there was only 3 people and we knew who was first, second, and third. Instead, there's 4 people.
Yeah.
And they just announced the winner.
Yeah, it's weird. Because then you don't know who was second or who was third.
Like, I want to know who got the most points. I want to know who the finals.
And when you still have a fourth of the people that entered the competition in the first place winning, it doesn't really feel like that much of a competition.
Exactly, I agree.
So
they did. We gave him 9s and he got straight 9s.
Yeah.
They did this battle dances, and so Neve was immune because he has the highest points on the scoreboard. Right?
Yeah.
So he didn't have to do the dances because there was like an odd couple or whatever. So he just automatically got 2 points, which sucks because I want to see Neve dance more.
Yeah.
Like, I almost
he's the best
feel
dancer.
like
he's the most fun to watch.
That's punishing the audience.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see him dance. I want to see him dance. So I don't like that he didn't get a dance twice. But with that being said, the way they filmed it, I couldn't really. It was really hard for me to watch.
Yeah.
The dancers. I wish they would have just had split screen.
Side by side, we gotta see
dancing.
Who did my eye go to, X, Y, and Z, because like they were here, and then they were here, and then they were on both of them, and then they were on both of them under here, and then they were both on them but out of focus, and it was so constant, so crazy. I couldn't like figure out who I was looking at, and on top of that, they actually paired them up really, really well.
They did pair them up well. Like
they paired them up well, so it was hard to judge already.
Exactly.
And then they
because they
threw
didn't
all that.
I feel like if they would have paired, I don't know. Everybody's like on a pretty good playing field, but it did make sense the way they paired them up because they did pair them up. Like for instance, like with Justina and Caitlin, like they went with what they were saying, spicy instead of sweet. Like with the cha-cha, I do want a little bit more spicy.
Yeah, I don't care so much about the technique. If they were battling off like with a Viennese waltz or something,
I would care more about the
technique
and maybe
because she's a little bit more like
technical.
Exactly. Yeah. But the cha-cha is all about that personality.
And
Caitlin
Justina, that was Justina's one of Justina's best dances when she first did
is when she actually did the cha-cha.
And like where I feel like she's in most
dance.
of like her element. I feel like she's really good at the cha-cha.
Yeah, so she won and we agree with that. Next was Nelly and Sky. They did a salsa. And Sky messed up and she but she saved it, but like you could tell by like when she started clapping, I'm pretty sure
I wouldn't have noticed if it wasn't for her face. Her face was just like scared to death, poor thing.
Yeah, but she came back in.
She did. She did.
But I did watch Nelly the entire time, and it's not because his shirt was off. I just think that he's a better dancer. I could care less about his abs. And
no, but he actually did, and it was fun to watch him, and Daniela were finally kind of on the same vibe, because like we said, their first dance, it was just way off, and this one, they felt more like a team, and I liked watching that.
Yeah.
Because I think they're a good team, and I didn't like that team moment for them.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Dance. Yeah. But I think Nelly should have won, but Sky won.
Sky won, yeah.
And then AJ and Johnny, they did a jive. The cameras were just too distracting for me. I really couldn't get a take on this.
I thought they were both equal in my mind. I don't think I would have been able to judge that one because at least from my viewing point, watching the television and the cameras being all crazy, I don't know if I could have done it. I think I would have needed to see that one in person to judge it.
But neither of them wowed me, to be honest. None of the dances tonight wowed me.
Yeah, they were lackluster, and I'm hating this because we know what happens. Like Stevie and I have been watching Dance with the Stars for a long time, and there's times where we're screaming at the TV or we're like on the edge of our seat, and like this year we're just like,
yeah. And Derek said at the end of this episode, he said, I'm watching the dance leaning back in my chair and enjoying it. I'm not watching the dance like leaning forward and being really excited. And Teal and I were just like, oh my god, he's in our head. Like that's how we feel. Like we're enjoying the season, but like it's just it has a laid back feel. It doesn't have, it's not sparking any energy. So with that being said, AJ won
he got the 2 extra points.
Dance off, but unfortunately he went home.
Yeah, and it was between AJ and Johnny.
Nelly must have a real big fan base.
Yeah.
As much as I love Nelly at the end of the day, the technique.
People probably feel the same way we do too. Like he's fun to watch.
Exactly. That's what sucks about it, is the people who have the technique aren't
about
fun to watch. They don't have the whole package.
Think about the people who have won, like Bobby Bones. He's much like Nelly in a sense. Bonner got far. You know, he was fun to watch.
Yeah.
Well, him and Charlotte were fun to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what I mean? Like there are people that, and we even say it. We're like, let Nelly just stay one more time. Like we can get rid of somebody else because Nelly's fun to watch.
And at the end of the day, it is about entertainment, but
that's true.
It's also about dancing.
It's a dance show. So okay, but maybe we do need to look at it through more of an entertainment lens.
Yeah, I mean at the end of, because
focus on entertainment.
We like the entertainment. Like that's something that's important to us. Like I would choose entertainment over like technique any day.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. But I think that's why Nelly holds a special place in our heart.
Yeah. So AJ went home.
I think top 3, but I don't know. So I mean, maybe
Johnny will go home next week.
Johnny will go home next week.
He's been in the bottom 2 twice
Johnny
now.
Or Sky, but I keep on saying Sky, but Sky has been in the bottom 2 before
as well. True. And AJ had never been in the bottom.
Exactly. So maybe Johnny and Sky. I don't know. it's hard.
Well, definitely Neve, Justina, and Caitlyn are going to the top. Caitlin's fan base is strong.
Yeah.
And Neve, she's the best. And Justina's pretty steady. So that's definitely who I think is going to the top 3.
We'll see.
But who knows? There's probably a top 4 because, you know, they're doing it this weird, stupid way now.
So they've been doing it like that for a while.
For a while now, yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Anyway, we hope that you liked Icons Week a little bit better than we did. We're hoping that next week it's a semifinal, so we're hoping that it's fast, it's like sexy, it's like all those things, you know. And
I just want somebody to like.
I want somebody to wow me. I want somebody to have me on my edge of my seat and be like, I cannot believe that they're doing this right now.
Yeah, like this is amazing.
Yeah,
and they're doing amazing for themselves.
Yeah, so
I just want some breakout dances.
Yeah, I haven't seen a single breakout dance yet. Yeah. So we need some breakout dances. It's semifinals. We're ready. We hope some cool shorts. They, you know, come out. We hope that they do more just interesting things. This week was, for Icon Week, this week was boring.
Yeah.
It was boring AF. And it's Icons Week, motherfucker. So they have to get it together.
Get it together.
All right, thank you so much for watching this week's recap. If you like what you see, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like that button.
Eggs and Bakey.